Hey, everybody, and welcome to the latest AFTN soccer show on YouTube. It's a momentous day, March the 19th. 10 years ago. Hey, everybody, and okay, welcome. Somebody's volume is on. Is that me? It is me. What a great start. There we go. Yeah. March 19th, 2011. Momentous day. I'm sure you all know what you were doing that day. Celebrating a Whitecaps victory. It is a bit of a rarity, but we are joined by a special guest for this show. I've kind of teased out who it is all week, so I'm just going to tweet this link out for people that are waiting for the link so that we don't spoil it for anybody, and then we're going to bring him in. So what we've done on AFTN this week is we've done a bit of a build-up to that inaugural game, the 4-2 win for the Whitecaps over TFC. So we've been voting for the all-time kit for the last 10 years. There's a good piece going up on Saturday of where are they now from that inaugural team. But now, let's welcome to the show a player that played in that inaugural game. Who could it be? Welcome, Gershon Koffie, everybody. Welcome, Gersh. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, if people don't know, Gersh is back in North America. He has signed for USL club Indy 11, playing under his old boss, Martin Rennie. So we'll talk to Gersh a little bit about that. We will chat about his time elsewhere in MLS, his time playing over in Europe. But most of all, we're going to chat to him about the Whitecaps. And, I mean, so many things to chat to you about, Gersh. But first thing I want to start with is just asking you, when you look back at your time in Vancouver, there was 5 years in MLS, there was before that in the USL days. How do you look back at your time in Vancouver? How much did you enjoy your time here?
A good question. Well, as you know, I arrived in Vancouver in 2010 and played a couple of games in the NASL. So from then, I went back to Ghana, spent time with the family. I came back for the MLS preseason and stuff around January 2011. So I know nothing about Vancouver in the first place, but the first 6 months, 2010, that I stayed in Vancouver, I got to meet a couple of people. And Zach is one of those people. And then also Daniel is the Baba guy. Enim is another guy that I met. So they started to make me feel at home before I went to Ghana in the end of the season. So coming back 2011 for the MLS, I already know some parts of Vancouver. I already know a couple of people from Vancouver as a family. So 2011 was very good for me because I feel home already before I came back.
I mean, that first season in MLS, obviously there was a lot of ups and downs. There was highs, there was lows. But we'll talk about the highs because we're recording this 10 years ago. It was the very first game, that 4-2 win over TFC at Empire Field. What's your memories of like the build up to that game in the city and like the day itself? Did it just kind of go by in a flash for you, or is it a day that you really got to have a chance to soak in the atmosphere and the occasion?
Well, it was really an electrified atmosphere. And first thing I remember was the fans after the first goal from Eric Ashley, because that was my first time seeing something like that. Like first goal, and then the fans, I don't know what exactly they were throwing on the field, but they threw a lot of stuff on the field. And I heard it was like a tradition, like in Canada, because I saw TFC did the same thing, when they scored their first goal, not with us though, but with the same team. So after the first goal, Eric Ashley scored. It was I couldn't hold my joy. but I tried to be in the game because it's a 90 minutes game and we need to win, which we did, and that was a time that I cannot forget.
Well, what they threw on the pitch that day was rain ponchos, which I still have mine. Or I think that's the one I've got, but I've got a rain poncho anyway.
The one you have, is it from 2010, 2011?
It might be. I don't know, but probably because it was in with all my other stuff that I've got, so it might be. But it was meant to rain that day. So because it was an open air stadium, the club thought we want the fans to have ponchos to stay dry, but then it didn't rain, so then everyone just kept throwing it on the pitch. So it was a weird thing. I don't know if it's a tradition in Canada to do that. I mean, the other two guys might say that, but
I thought TFC did the same thing. But on our game, with our game, it took us like what 3-5 minutes to get it clear before the game continued.
TFC, I think it was the what's his name, Danny Dicchio goal, and that was their opening day, first home game in 2007, and it was seat covers. They had seat covers.
Okay.
That's what they threw on the field for that.
Okay. All right. So it's not a tradition.
No, we can start it. We can make it a tradition. We can just keep throwing things on the pitch. I'm all for that.
But you played the first game already. I think it's for the first game of every team coming to the league. So, but Vancouver has been in the league for 10 years.
10 years.
And
MLS doesn't like when you throw things on the pitch.
Oh, sorry. So what we're gonna do as we do this, I'll ask you one more question, then we'll kind of just go round and we'll just kind of jump in and out. The guys will ask a couple of questions each, and we'll just kind of cover a load of stuff. Nothing's planned. Anyone that's listening live, you can send their questions, and we'll ask Gersh those as well. But I just want to go back to that very first season. Now, it was a tough season. Replaced the manager after 12 games. Tater's the guy that brought you to Vancouver. There wasn't a lot of highs after that first game. There was the TFC game. There was the great comeback game against Sporting Kansas City. After that, there wasn't a lot to kind of celebrate and enjoy from the season as a fan. Now, as a player, how tough was that first year? Just keeping motivated, knowing that there was going to be a new manager coming in at the end of the season. Was it hard to focus? Was it hard to get through that first year?
Yeah, it was really tough year, and as you know, you were there, so you saw everything that went on. And in the locker room, we tried to keep each other going, because regardless, we have to finish the league, and we have to finish on a good note. So we cannot say to the league that because we lost a couple of games, a lot of downs, so we have to quit the game. No. So in the locker room was I would say the energy wasn't down. Although we did not getting the results that we need, the energy was not down. We still keep each other going, and until the season. But it wasn't the great season that we had. Must be honest. So it was quite tough for me personally. But also we have one, like you said, the comeback against Sporting Kansas City, and the first game against Toronto. These things keep us going, because when we look at that, we feel like, okay, we can get better results. And we lost, and we go to the next game hoping that we can get another good result. So we keep going game after game until we get a new manager.
During those tough times of that season, who were some of the players that everybody leaned on, like some of the veteran players? You being a young player yourself, who were some of the guys that you leaned on during that year?
Alan Richard, David Kiminto, Eric Ashley, J.D. Merritt. And I think the same year they brought Pete Vines. Yeah. So, and Shea Salinas was there as well. So we have a couple of older guys that we lean on, and they talk to us as the young guys to keep us going. But this is the name I mentioned was the pillar, was the stronghold, and Terry Dunfield. Yeah. So we have good guys that we can lean on and learn from that keep us going that year.
I might have a question to ask you about Terry Dunfield later in the show, but we'll see if we've got time for that one.
You spent 5 seasons with the Caps. How did you see the team grow from that first year going forward?
With the team get better. Like compared to the first year, the second year we won more than one game, and then I don't remember if we win any away game, but I think we did. J.D. Mary, we won in Chivas.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
first away one.
Yeah, so things change. Big lines. So we started to play good football. We started to get some results, because we get to know each other more. We get to lean on each other more and help each other to grow. So it was big difference from that year to my time that I left Vancouver. It was big difference.
And what are some of your other favorite memories, maybe off the pitch or on the pitch, that you enjoyed? Anything you can share with us there?
Yeah, the fans. From I think the fans keep getting better every year. And then for me personal, like I'm a fan favorite, I will say, because I love the fans and they love me back. So the fan base is really, really strong in Vancouver, and I can see that it keeps growing stronger. So the team get better through the fans, because I cannot say that a better team can get so much good without the fans. So kudos to the fans, and they should keep what they're doing.
Gersh, it's so good to see your face. I know it's not in person, but it's yeah, so nice.
Yeah, it's been years.
I hope everyone in your families, both in North America and in Africa, are doing well and are safe.
I lost mom. I lost my dad.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But we still, yeah.
Well, that was, how long ago was that now?
I lost my mom 2 years ago. My dad just last month.
Last month, yes.
Yeah. But the good things also came in. I got married. I have a baby. So we cannot talk about the loss too much. We have to focus on the good side too.
Yeah. You still have,
sorry to hear that though.
Yeah. You still have your some siblings and other relatives at home in Accra and Ghana, right?
In Ghana, yeah. 4 sisters. I'm the only boy. Yeah. Zach, I miss you. I will see you forever.
For real, man. I can't wait to see you in person again. I don't know when it's going to be, but I look forward to it.
And I'll come with your granddaughter.
For real. The first question I have for you is kind of actually even a little bit before. I know Michael touched on a little bit, but a little bit before MLS. And I'm wondering, as much as you're willing, if you could share on the process that brought you to Vancouver. And the reason I ask that is because one of the big topics in Vancouver over the last year or two in the Mark DeSantis era has been recruitment and how Vancouver brings in players and who's involved and what that looks like. So I'm wondering, again, as much as you're willing, if you could share the process that brought you to Vancouver. Now, I know this was 10 years ago or more than 10 years ago, so it was a little bit different, but I think you could probably, from the stories I've heard you share in the past, I think you could paint a picture for people of what it looked like for the Whitecaps to get you from where you were into their squad and into MLS.
Yeah, it was quite a journey though, thanks to God. But I was it was 2010 when I played Internationalize in Ghana, and then every year they do have Ghana as talent, but I got injured around 2018, 2019. So I traveled to Sweden to get my ankle fixed. I came back to Ghana and tried to keep it going. I started playing. And then around July, we had that tournament again. So every year, scouts from teams around the world comes through to get players. So I played like 3 games the same day, 90 minutes the same day. And the next day was Sunday. So I wasn't feeling well because it's not normal to play 3 games in a day, but I loved the game so much. I wasn't thinking about my health or how tired I would be. But God being so good, teams were watching me. So the next day I came to the tournament, I wasn't feeling well. So I told the host that I couldn't play. And he told me that, no, you don't have to play because we have few teams that want you. So you have to make a decision. And I said, okay. So Monday, I met with, I think, not Tom first. I met with New York. Yeah. Red Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met with New York. I met with Kansas City.
Was there one other?
Scouts. No, because their scouts were there, and some scouts from Sweden, from Norway, were there as well. So I met with these people, but they speak good about MLS. I know nothing about MLS. And the next day I met with Tom. So right away when I met with Tom, he mentioned Vancouver. I have no idea about Vancouver. I know about Canada, but when you say about Canada, I know more about Toronto, because most people from Ghana, when they travel, they don't come all the way to the West Coast. They stay in the East Coast, so we know about Toronto and stuff. He spoke to me about Vancouver. It sounds good about the city and stuff, and how the team wanted to build up for the next year. And I said, yeah, why not? So he gave me a video to watch, and I saw the Capilano Bridge. And this is what triggered me because I love the bridges. So he showed me that, and I was like, no, I would like to see. I would like to come and see for myself. So that was the journey. The journey started.
So first off, great decision on not going to Dead Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I really love that. What was there another Cascadian team that was interested in you?
Portland.
Because you met with Gavin Wilkinson, right?
Yeah.
Again,
but
great decision.
He took Alassane, Khalif Alassane that day.
Right. Yes.
Because we were two that's supposed to come MLS. So since I said I would like to go Vancouver, he said to my manager that, okay, how about this one, Khalif Alassane? And he said, yeah, okay, so you take Khalif Alassane and Tom will take Koffie. Yeah. So it was fun though.
And so then did you sign right away, or did you come to Vancouver right away?
So right there, I did not sign, but they told me that when they get back to Vancouver, they will send me invite. I have to go to the MIZ, get the visa, everything done. But at the same moment, I got a call up for U17. So the day that and this call up came to the same tournament that I played, because we played against the U17. So Tom said that he would send me invite and stuff. So he sent me the invite. We got the visa, everything. But the day I'm supposed to leave, we're supposed to play the qualifiers for the U17. So I skipped the Vancouver for 5-6 days, But unfortunately too, I didn't get the chance to play that game because of 1 or 2 reasons. And I told my manager, so what am I doing here? If I cannot play this U17, I need to go pursue my career.
Yeah. Sometimes getting in those international games can be tricky, right?
Yeah. And that was very tricky because I wasn't even 18. And my visa was with me. I was supposed to go Canada today, and I was sitting in Ghana not playing. So
when you went to Vancouver, had you already signed the contract, or you went to Vancouver and then signed in Vancouver?
I went to Vancouver to sign.
Okay.
Yeah, they got me the visa. I came to Vancouver. Even when I came to Vancouver, I didn't sign right away.
Okay.
Because they said to Tom that it's only Tom that came to me in Ghana. So they would love to see me play in person at least a couple of days. And we were training at
SFU.
Yeah. So we have to train there. Greg and Bob has to come there, see me train for 2-3 days before they sign me, because they wanted to know that is the player that they want to sign.
Yeah.
And if I didn't do well there, they wouldn't have signed me. Regardless that they giving me visa, everything, they wouldn't have signed me.
So it's good that you performed well.
Yeah.
Just one last question about this. Pre-MLS, aside from obviously your playoff goal against Portland, are there any other highlights from that time? The USL era, the build up to the MLS before the first game. Any other things that stand out to you from that little period of time?
I don't think the Portland game is my first game.
No, but was that your first goal?
No, it was my first goal, but it wasn't my first game.
Yeah.
I think we play with a team from, I forgot. They wear orange jersey. It's a playoff too.
Carolina Railhawks or Puerto Rico Islanders?
Yeah, Puerto Rico. Yeah, we played them, and that was my first game. and I saw the crowd. I know you were in the crowd, but I didn't see you. I didn't know you by the smoke.
Michael was in the crowd too.
No. So I saw the smoke behind our goal, and I was like, because Ghana, you cannot do that. You cannot set the fire like that, smoke and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
you're not meant to do it
not
here
supposed to do it
either.
But you guys did it, and I saw the smoke, and I was like, "What's going on?" They should call the fire service, fire department, and the fans was going crazy. Like, I love it. I really loved it. The Swangat. So that was my first game. I think we tied. We went there, we tied it, and we skipped to the next phase of the playoffs. That's when we play Portland, and I got my first goal. I think, I don't know, is it before? It's under 1 minute.
Yeah, it was like right away. And then there was so much smoke in that. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
It was the smokiest I ever saw it.
Yeah. So, and
I think Portland tried to stop the game because there was so much.
Yeah. They
yes.
tried to stop the game. Yeah. And it was really good memories. And I see all these things like it just happened yesterday, to be honest. Yeah. So it's a fresh memory still in my mind. And
it's because you're so young.
Well, yeah, because we've got an article coming out on Saturday that's going to be like, where are they now? From the 11 guys that played or started that game against TFC. And you're one of only 3 players from that first team that's actually still playing. Because it's yourself, Michael Boxall, and Russell Tybert. So the 3 of you are the only ones that's still playing. Everyone else is retired.
I guess the 2 of us were the youngest at that time.
Yeah, so that probably has a lot to do with it as well.
Because, like I said, the first year we have a lot of guys, but they are not like so young, like 20, 21. They've played around the world before they came to Vancouver. Eric Ashley, Alan, David, Terry Dunfield, not all of them. They've played out before they came to Vancouver. But we, like Boxall, myself, Russell, it's like we coming up. And I'm really, really happy to see Russell still with the Whitecaps. And I respect him for that.
Yeah. I spoke to him yesterday, actually. So we've got him coming up on our show as well. So 10 years as a pro. He obviously was with the club before that as well. So, I mean, we talked about your first goal there. So we've got a question in on Twitter from Gideon Hill. You scored 9 goals for the Whitecaps in MLS play. I think you might have got a couple others in non-MLS play as well. I'm not 100% sure of that. But when you look back at your Whitecaps goals, what is your favourite goal that you've scored as a Whitecap?
This is a tough question. It's like I have kids and you're asking me which one is my favourite.
Steve picks his favourite all the time.
Oh, yeah?
For me, it's I'll tell you my favorite goal of yours. It's the one
your kid,
where. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do pick up my favorite kids too. But the goal for you would be the Seattle one, where Stephen Fry got caught completely out of net, and it's mostly because of his embarrassment that I enjoyed it so much.
That was a great goal though, because it wasn't easy to control that ball, and I didn't control the ball. I controlled it off of my. So the players around me, they were complaining to the referee, but there was no VAR.
Yeah, no VAR.
Yeah, but also I would say for me is the Real Salt Lake goal. Yeah, the one you pick is a incredible goal. But he gave me the choice to score that goal, the goalie. Because
Armando,
I think it was the goal I would not hit. Because that was easy goal. It's just the controlling and the mindset wasn't just easy, because you have to know where you're kicking the ball, right? But for me, it wasn't in the goal, so I was like, let me just kick the ball. Yeah, but the goal against Salt Lake, I'll pick that, and I think that goal won the goal of the year for Whitecaps.
I think it did, yeah.
Gersh, did I hear you saying that if VAR existed, your goal from distance against Seattle would have been called back?
They will call back. 100% they will call back.
Okay, let me ask you about a goal that was definitely not your most glamorous, but it was crucial. I'm going to screw up the year now, and the year is actually really important. But the opening round of the Voyageurs Cup at home to Edmonton, we're losing to Edmonton 1-0, I believe. And I believe also you have the weight not only of playing central midfield for the team, but I believe you had a heavy weight on your left arm because you were the captain in that moment. And you
Yes.
scored that little goal just in
And
front
I made them score. I made them get their goal from the right. Yeah, I lost the ball on the wrong. They scored.
I forgot about that part.
Good. You forgot about that, but it's good you think about the good ones.
But it was a simple finish with your left foot, right? Like you were in the area. Yeah. But how was that? Was that 2015?
Yeah, 2015. That was the year we won the
exactly.
Yeah.
And so that put the game equal, and then we went to Edmonton after that.
And Matthias Lavago be the hero in Edmonton.
Yeah. How big was that goal for you in that moment?
It was like I said, every time I get in front of the goal, I'm very calm because if I kicked and I didn't score, I lose nothing. So I don't know why I should be in a rush to score. But Jordan Avi across that ball, and I was in with Eric Etado. So Eric hustled the defender, and the ball fell on my thigh. So the defender was up, and the goalie, they were ready to save the ball if I kicked the first time. So I faked and brought the ball to my my left foot. Yeah. So they were all on the other side.
Yeah,
that makes it easier for me to poke the ball.
The other thing I love about your goals, other than maybe, from my memory, than maybe the 2011 one against Chicago, I think they all were like massive goals in the game. Like they were key goals, like that goal against Edmonton or Seattle is always a big goal. Real Salt Lake was a massive goal.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think it was 2013, the 1-0 against Toronto, the only goal of the game in the season opener.
Yeah, that one too. And one more against the Galaxy. I think we tied that. Yeah.
Nope. Now, this is where Michael's going to say he just wished you scored more goals.
That was exactly what I was going to say next. Because it's like, we've talked about this in the show before, Ger. So I'm going to say it to your face because I loved you here. You were a great player. You showed what you could do, but your consistency, I think, let you down. Because one game you'd be brilliant, maybe 2 games in a row you'd be brilliant, then you'd have an off day, and the way the squad was going, you'd get dropped or things would change. And I mean, how hard was it to keep the consistency level going? And do you feel that yourself, that you maybe just had a couple of good games and then dipped a little bit?
Yeah, you're right. I felt it, and also the coaches at that time also made me known, and it was like I wasn't thinking too much about that, but it's the reality because I wasn't 100% consistent all the games. Some games I was off, and I don't know why. You know, sometimes I feel so heavy in the game that I don't know what to do, and that let me down. And sometimes I just come to the game like, okay, I'm gonna win this game. I want this game so much, but I never sat for a minute and feel like, today I'm gonna go to the field and just have a nice, like relaxed game. No, I always want to come in and win, but it's football, you know, and to keep the consistency going on is another level, and that's the difference that you see in Europe. That the guy always up there, and also it comes to off the field stuff. You know, it's not just on the field, because when after training, do you have problems from back home? Do you have calls that let you down a bit? Which I did at that time, because coming from Ghana and stuff, you know, I have a lot of responsibilities. And sometimes my mom would give me a call that she's not feeling well. And those things comes in, but it's not an excuse, but it just drains me down sometimes. And I cannot share because I just wanted to play. Which if I share with a psychologist or someone, they could have helped me to be on top of my game every weekend. You know, so these things weigh me down sometimes.
I totally relate to that. Both my parents are back in Scotland, and they're not in good health. And when you're that far away from your family, it's tough because it's like you can't just go and see them and you can't get back. So yeah, I mean that I think that explains a lot about that. And of course, there's a reason why players are in MLS as well, because it's like if you were having that level of consistency week in, week out, as you say, you'd be out with a European club.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But again, I cannot sit here and be like they are the main cause of that. But also I can psych myself up. But the little things also count. Like I said, if I have that, like someone to talk to, explain to, who can also tell me that no, take this off, go to the game with this mindset, it could help. But at that time I was young, and I feel like I would not need a psychologist. I do not need a sports psychologist to talk to me, because I feel like I can handle everything. But now, at my age right now, I'll be 30 in 3-4 months time. If I'm facing the same problems now, I would like to talk to someone. Yeah.
Good call there. A question from YouTube, Austin Sweeney asked, what was your favorite moment in a Whitecaps jersey?
I guess when we won the Canadian Cup. It's just because it's the first time, and it remains the first time in my heart.
And I guess the celebrations were fantastic that day.
It was, and you know what? It was 2 days after my birthday.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, so it was a special one.
Because we talked about it before, because we interviewed I think Russell Tybert after it. He just smelled of alcohol afterwards. You couldn't smell anything else.
Yes, everyone. I have pictures that I was pouring beer on Bobby's head. Yeah, I was just spraying him. I never did this with Bob. I cannot do this with Bob on a regular basis. So it was a special night for me.
Who were some of your favorite teammates during the the 5-6 years you were here?
Russell first. He's still my favorite. And Waston. Yeah. I think he's in India. I haven't met him since I've been here.
I think he's still with Indy, but he was there the last couple of seasons for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I came, I asked about him, and they said he's working with some youth program and stuff. But time to time, he comes to the training ground, so I'm waiting to see him. I can't wait. So and also Eric Ashley is like a big brother to me, and David, Alan. I can mention a lot, because they're all nice to me, because I'm willing to learn, and they feel like, okay, let's teach him. Why not? He's a very humble guy. Why can't we teach him? So I have a lot of favorite people there, but Russell Tibet is my first.
You still keep in touch with a lot of the guys?
Yeah, time to time I keep in touch with Ashley, Davide, Russell, and also recently Kendall Washington, Matthias Laba. I met the old and the new guys, because I was there for a while.
Yeah, you spent some time in Costa Rica with the Wastons, right?
So
yeah,
became a family, more than just a teammate. Yeah. So
what are some of the things you miss about the city, Vancouver?
Some of the things that I miss about the city is I love Vancouver very well. I miss the summer in Vancouver, because there are a lot of things going on in downtown, in what is Gastown. I love Gastown. We got a lot of nice restaurants there, and I love the water. I live not too far from the water, so I like to go by the water and just walk by, have a breeze, and hopefully I'll come back soon, to come visit. I don't know about coming back to play.
We were talking a little bit about winning the first, and as of now, the only Voyageurs Cup in Vancouver's history. Yeah.
It's the only thing the Whitecaps have won in 10 years in MLS.
Outside of the Cascadia Cup.
I thought they won twice, no? It's just one?
No, just once.
Twice qualified for the Champions League, but only one Voyageurs Cup.
It would have been twice if we had a man on the back post against Montreal, but don't set me off on that again. But
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't talk about whose responsibility that was. But no, that night was special. Austin was mentioning in the comments as well. Mm-hmm. At the end of the game, obviously, there's the emphatic and epic celebrations on the pitch. Lots of people remember Pamuduka and his motorized vehicle,
motorcycle, riding,
and all that kind of stuff. And then you guys with your teammates and everyone in the club on the pitch and stuff. And then after that, you guys came over to celebrate with the supporters.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've said this before on the show, but I don't know, if not my favorite moment as being a supporter, definitely one of them is when you brought over the Voyageurs Cup, our first ever Voyageurs Cup, to celebrate with us and the supporters. You came, you brought it over. You were the person, you were the man, and then a bunch of the other guys came over. Austin mentions it in the comments here on YouTube about how you and then Paulo handed him and his buddy the cup, and how it was such a memorable day. What was like, obviously, so there's stuff on the field, stuff with the fans, and you went in the locker room and stuff. Like, did you guys have a sense of how big it was for the fans?
Yeah, I will talk about me for myself, because everybody have their perception about how they come. But me, I because I think that was that finals was the only final I played, because previously we've been to the final a couple of times, but I never played for some reason. I don't know. So that day, Robo asked me, "Do you want to play? I want to bench you this game so you can play the league." And I said, "No, I want to win this one. This is very important to me, personal." So you see how much important I took that game personal. I took it personal that the cup's supposed to be here. So I know if I take it personal, I know how big it is for the fans, for the city, because I read the history and Whitecaps haven't won it forever. So I don't know when I will leave Whitecaps, maybe next year, but I want to win. I want to be the first one to win it.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset before the game. I want to be the first one to win it.
It's interesting to hear you say that Robo asked you if you wanted to play. That's some...
Yeah, because that year Robo some games he didn't play me. He played me away games, like the Orlando game we won. Home game he didn't play me. So before that game, and that is why he played me that game against Edmonton, and he gave me the captain, because I wasn't playing the league game.
Right.
So he told me that, okay, go play. You want to play? Go play. You'll be the captain. So I was so happy that we won that trophy. I was so happy, and I know it's big for the city and the fans too.
Yeah, I also again mentioned the Voyageurs Cup without thanking you again, because not only did you celebrate with all the supporters that night, but then later in the year, we borrowed the cup and we went to our Tifo creation ghetto warehouse place in at 4th and Main.
I remember.
Yeah, you came and Kendall and Priscilla came and hung out, celebrated, and talked about some stuff we were doing, and those the things that you and some of your teammates did that were like above and beyond. You weren't being paid as a public appearance by the club and stuff. You just did it out of the goodness of your heart and to connect. I think you'll forever be remembered for those kinds of things, as well as your play on the field and your spectacular goals and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, because it means a lot for us too. Because the team is the city. So we can play. Sometimes we will leave. Like Kendall is not there. None of us is there today, but the city is still there.
Yeah.
The fans are still there. And where is my boy, Kek? He's growing, and he's a fan for Whitecaps too. So he will remember, because he was there when we won this trophy. He was there. So it's good for the fans, and I really love you guys.
That's great to hear that. I mean, you had 6 years here, 5 of them in MLS. How tough was it to end up leaving? 2015 was your last season here.
Yeah.
How did you have any choice in that? Did you want to stay? Was it that Robbo just didn't really see a role for you here anymore?
Yeah, I really wanted to stay more, because it wasn't in my plan to leave. I wasn't thinking about leaving Vancouver anytime soon around that moment, because I personally that was my first professional club. So I wanted to win things with Vancouver, not just the Canadian Cup. I want to win things. And if you can remember the playoffs, we went a little bit further, which the following year, 2016, we're coming back to build on what we left. But a couple of changes came in, and Robo, I had a call from Robo. He sat with me and he said, "Kid, I don't think Robo really want me to leave, but he couldn't tell me. I can tell that he's talking to me based on what he's been told. I don't know who, because he's talking to me like, okay, kid, this is the situation. I cannot tell you who and who making decisions, but they would like you to be traded, And that year, I was supposed to end my contract with Vancouver. So either they have to renew my contract. So maybe they feel like, okay, we have enough of him. I didn't have enough of Vancouver, but maybe they feel like, okay, because of business, we have to let him go and make some other players came back. I was supposed to go Colorado. And this is why I love Robo. I love Robo for this. When they trade a player in the MLS, it's hardly for the player to choose.
Yeah.
But Robo stood in for me. He told me that, okay, I spoke to Tom, and Tom would like it to come New England. Even though New England is not going to give us all the money that Colorado will give us. Because of your service for Vancouver, if you wanted to go New England to join Tom and you will get more playing time there, I'll let you go. And I have to face Vancouver, the board with this. So I respect him for that. So that was a decision that I didn't want to leave, but it's business, and we have to respect that.
Oh yeah, I mean you played under 4 managers in Vancouver. If you include Tommy Sohn, most of us try not to, but if we will include him as a manager. So you had Tater, you had Tommy, you had Martin, and you had Robbo. Who did you get on best with? I was going to ask who your favourites were, but since one of them is your current manager, that's maybe not fair to ask you that. But how did you get on with the different managers?
Yeah, I'm going to give you very honest answers here. So you see, my current coach right now, my current manager, he put me on my toes. He really did, because he was working with Robo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Robo and Paul Ritchie was his assistant. And he was working with Robo. When Robo came in, Robo has played football. He has played my position. So he gave me to Robo. Even though he was the manager, he called Robo. Me and him and Robo had a meeting in the locker room when he came in. And he said to Robo that, okay, I'm giving you this one to coach him. And if any problems, I'll come to you, Robo. So when Martin didn't talk to me much in Vancouver, it's Robo. He will send Robo. Robo will come talk to me. This is how I want. This is how I want. This is what we want. So it's like it was a good connection. Both of them was working with me, but Martin is making it a little bit tougher for me to stay up there. And if you can realize, that was his Martin started that scored a couple of goals. Yeah, and I was on top of my game. So even though he wanted me to be on top of my game, he was trying to push me through Robo. So I would say Martin is my favorite, but it's not everybody that knows why, because I'm very close with Robo. Yeah, came closer with Robo because Martin gave me to Robo.
Well, we'll come back to Martin in a few minutes. I don't want to keep you too much longer, because I know it's coming up for 11 o'clock at night where you are just now. But we're enjoying chatting to you. We've still got a few more things to ask you. I'll take some questions from the chat, because we've got some questions coming in just now. Let's see. Chris Harrop says, if you could have the playing ability of any of the guys that you have played with, and it doesn't have to be Whitecaps players, just any player that you've played with, if you could have had their ability, who would you like to have the ability of?
David Community. Oh my God. I don't know. He was born with football. I have no idea how he does it, but he's so special with his touch, his technique, everything. I would love to have it. I have a good technique, but he's on another level. And I learned a little bit from him, because sometimes after training, he will teach me some things. Yeah, so I would love to have his ability, because he's not too physical, but he can do everything. Yeah.
He was another player that frustrated me in that first year, because his consistency wasn't there, and you saw the quality and you know what he could do, and it just, for whatever reason, it didn't come to the fore. We've
You see,
got
so these things are one of the, like I explained mine, is things that when you have the players like you asking me, he can explain. Like I explained that sometimes he's from home, sometimes he's this, sometimes maybe he was facing one or two challenges, because a good player like him and not be on his top level in MLS, there should be a reason.
yeah,
Yeah.
they should. I'll let Steve ask you a few more here.
One question from Naveed in the chat. Now, I know you guys probably didn't cross paths at the same time, but considering he was born in Ghana as well, when you played against him, what were your thoughts on Alphonso Davies?
Who? Alfonso.
Davies. Yeah, I don't think you played at were teammates of him, but you played against him, especially their first year.
Preseason. Did you have preseason with him?
Where?
No? Okay.
No, I never played against him.
No.
Oh, you didn't play. But what are your thoughts about him and what he's accomplished?
I met Alfonso when I was in Vancouver. You know, I went to where did they train the youth? I forgot. Burnaby.
Yeah.
So I go watch them. I went watch them, and I asked the coach, the youth coach, who is this boy? So he called him for me, and I asked him questions, and he said, "Oh, I'm from Ghana." Blah blah blah. The minute he said he's from Ghana, I love it. You know, because he's so good. He was so good. So I told him that if you can focus on your game, I don't know where you will be, but you'll be a great player. Great player. And I see him just exploring so fast. So I left Vancouver 2015. Before I left, he was training with us.
Oh, wow.
He was training, but not fully. Because when we don't have much players, Robo would let the youth coach bring 2 or 3 players. And he will be one of them, you know. But whenever he comes in, he's so quiet, he's so shy. But when training begins, is something else. You know, with his age and running players in and out, I see great things in Apfo. And I'm not surprised to see him where he is now. And I think he will be going even more higher. Yeah, I have higher expectation for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And then one other question for you. You played after MLS. You played in Norway, Kuwait, Israel. Those moves are obviously very diverse. What were your how did those moves go? And then what brought you back to North America?
So I was in Kuwait. I went to Israel a year apart. So after Israel, I came back last summer. So when I came back, I was planning to go back to maybe Middle East, Europe, somewhere. Well, it wasn't my plan to come back to North America. But last year was COVID. And when I was in Israel, they closed borders. And I just had my baby. 2019, end of December, I had my baby. So 2020, January, February, March, April, I couldn't see my baby. I couldn't see my daughter, and it was killing me. So when they opened the borders and they opened the airport in Israel, that time the season finished. So I said, no, let me go. So when I got back, I don't know what the next thing will be. Maybe if I travel again, I might not see my baby no more. So my mind, I sat with my wife, we discussed. It's not only me decision. I sat with my wife, we discussed, and I told her that I wanted to be closer because family is everything. So I wanted to get back to the MLS. When I got back, MLS is almost in quarantine. They were playing the MLS comeback and stuff. So it's very difficult to find a team. So my agent worked with, tried to find me a team, but most of them were saying that because the season is almost end, we cannot bring players in and out. So therefore, the months are going apart without me playing. And the longer you haven't played, the difficult to find a team. So I told my wife, you know what? Let me just forget about football for 2020. And let me just be with you and the baby to get connection. So we stay, and then in November we went to Ghana. Because I took the privilege that I'm not playing, I went to Ghana for everything. But we made a plan that I want to come back to MLS. Because I haven't played for a long time, it will be very difficult to get the MLS. So my agent told me that, how about we find the USL first? You go there, you prove yourself for a year, and then you can come back to MLS. And that's why I end up here. So he spoke to Martin Rennie, And he said, yeah, I would like to have Koffie. Yeah.
Excellent.
Mhm.
I think Michael has some questions for you about Indy and stuff. Before we get to those, just a couple more from the YouTube chat here, Gersh. A couple of questions. Yeah. So this is from Naz Catania, an awesome dude, and he wants to know. And I'm going to ask you this question in two ways. His question is, who was the toughest player to play against? So I'm going to ask you about who you played against, like in a game, and then of your teammates you've had over the years. Could be Whitecaps, could be otherwise. Who's the toughest player you've played against in training? So in competitive matches and in training, who's the toughest player?
In training, it's Matthias Laba.
Did he kick you lots?
He didn't get to kick me, but when you dribble him, he will come back. You know, like you kill him, he come back. You kill him, he come back. You know. So
who's the toughest opponent you had to play against?
Two players though. Alonso with is it with Minnesota now?
See, yeah, but he was with Seattle when you played him, right?
Yeah, it was with Seattle and Chara. So Portland and Seattle. These two, and I respect them. They give me the respect back.
Did they kick you though?
They did. I did back. I kicked them back. You know, but I respect both these two players.
Okay, one other question from the chat here comes up also from Austin. He wants to know, when you were growing up, what was your favorite football club?
Football club, Real Madrid.
Oh, okay.
Real Madrid.
Why Real?
Why? I don't know. I just
Was it a particular player or that you liked, or
no? Before, okay, so I liked Real Madrid already, and then Zidane became, because Zidane was my number one.
Oh.
So Zidane became Real Madrid player, and so I just love Real Madrid. And maybe Zach will know about me and Arsenal. You know, Arsenal, I liked Arsenal, not the team, but Henry Thierry, and they have Patrick Vieira.
Is that why you're friends with Matty Watson?
Because I didn't even know he's Arsenal fan until before I left Vancouver. Yeah. So, you know, Arsenal is just a couple of players, but Real Madrid is just the name. I just love the team.
Cool. See, if you'd come back last year to MLS, you could have been playing under Thierry in Montreal.
Yeah. You know, if the thing is, the Israel League is like they start and finish like Europe. They start in summer, you know, and then they finish in they'll finish maybe next month or 2 months, you know, and that time MLS is in the middle of the season already. So if you finish there, you come back, and I don't know, I came back on the wrong time just because COVID was around. So it was very difficult. But if I had came back like around November, December, I know how it's easy to get back to the MLS, because MLS, they do MLS overdraft. They have a lot of things going on in the MLS that you can get yourself back in there. At least one team could pick you. Yeah.
Well, maybe we will see you back here one day. Just a couple last things just to finish off for you, Gersh. I want to talk about Indy 11. So you're going to be starting in the USL under Martin Rennie.
Yeah.
We need to get him on the show. I don't know why we haven't actually spoken to him before now. I'll try and do that. Have a word with him for us. Yeah, tell me we want to get him on. But I guess speaking to me, it'll be getting you used to the accent again before you get back there. But what's it like working under Martin again? Because I know you had your game against Cincinnati today. How did that go, and like how's it been so far for you with Indy?
Okay, so I got here last week. I haven't, you know, so I've trained with the team like maybe 6 days, and you know me, I haven't played for a long time.
Yeah.
So it was a bit hard for me to get back, but you know, fitness is coming up. I'm getting my legs back. Today's game, I can feel me, because we play 45. We got 2 groups, so we play 45, and I see myself getting my legs back. No, even though it's not up there, but I love working with Martin Rennie. Why? Because he is in Vancouver. I didn't like to talk to him one-on-one. You know, I don't like talking to coaches one-on-one. I like to talk to assistant coaches more. But here, since I've been here, he after training on the field, he will come to me. So how you feel? Because why? He see me as a senior player. When he was in Vancouver, I was one of the youngest.
Yeah.
A year, maybe I'm the third oldest player here. You know, and he know that I've been there. I've played many games under him, under many coaches. So he's giving me that respect. In Vancouver, he was doing the same with Kenny. He was doing the same with Nigeria Coca because he knew that they are there. You know, so here he's doing the same with me. After training, he'll come talk to me if you need anything. When is your wife coming? When is the babies? Blah, 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 is the family. He's been really nice. And I think there is something good going on here. And we should be doing good for when the season starts.
Last question from the chat. This is from Twitter from Yukon Scott. He wants to know, what advice would you give a player coming to Vancouver from overseas, or to MLS in general? Like, what advice would you give these guys? Say there was another guy from Ghana or another African player wanting to come here. What advice would you give them?
All right, so my advice is when he gets to Vancouver, he should ask for the Southsiders. And he should ask for Zach. He will see that the long beard. And Zach will show him where to go, where not to go off the field. Because this is important. It sounds funny, but it's the most important thing. On the field, you are training, you have no choice. You have to train. But when you're not training, it's what makes you the best player. Because are you staying home? Are you going to places that you're not supposed to go to find yourself in troubles?
Yeah, we've had a few of those.
For me, I haven't been in Vancouver. I haven't been in the places that there is fight and problems and troubles. No, I don't. It's just, if I'm not home, I'm at the barber shop. Yeah, that's my base, because a lot of Ghanaian guys will come there. And even with them, I don't go. If they said we want to go here, I don't go with them because I came here, I represent Vancouver. And if something happens to me, it's Vancouver. So I advise any youth that's coming from foreign, that's coming from Ghana, anywhere around the world, that when they get to Vancouver, it's a really, really nice city. It's really nice. But don't get carried away. Just know the reason why you're there, and then play football, like soccer, play, and everything will come to you. The fans, when they see you on the street, they will love you, they will respect you. But if you're not performing, all these things cannot come around you. You need to perform first. So that's my advice.
And the very last thing I'm going to ask you, it's about Terry Dunfield. No, it's not. It's a running joke that I won't go into with you just now. But apparently he's very big in the shower. But that's a whole other story. The last thing I want to ask you is, we do this with all the guys. I never asked you this when you were here. So it's a multi-part question. It's a fun thing that we do. It's the first time we've done it live on a show. You're sitting at home. You want to have a hot beverage. What would be your hot beverage of choice? A tea? A coffee? Something more exotic?
Tea. I love tea.
Tea.
Yeah, I'm a guy though. I just love tea.
And do you have
my wife is trying to teach me more coffee, but I'm not going with it.
No, tea's good.
She's in Montreal. Montreal, it's cold, it's snow. You will drink coffee.
Tea's hot as well, though. You can have hot tea.
Yeah, I can have more than 4. Just watch one episode.
Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you like biscuits?
Yeah, I do.
What would be your biscuit of choice to have with your cup of tea?
We have something we call cream crackers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like a cream cracker.
I like that with tea because it's a little bit salty. It's not sugar, so when you add up with the tea, and tea, I don't like sugar in it as well. I just like the whole milk.
Do you eat any sugar?
Yeah, sometimes it's good. We need, but not too much.
Well, thank you for joining us, especially after having played a game today as well. So, I'm driving a couple of hours to get back home. So, really appreciate that. I know it's after 11 o'clock there. It was great fun catching up with you again. It was great watching you here. Wish you all the very best for Indy this year. And hopefully we'll see you back in MLS and we can chat in person soon.
Hopefully, and hopefully see me soon in Vancouver. Either play or either visit. But we're gonna come by with the family soon. And I really appreciate you having me. Zach, don't be a ghost.
That's great. So we're going to continue our show for a little bit. So I'll just take you out of the chat,
Okay.
but take care, good luck, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Gersh.
Love you,
See you
man.
later.
Thanks, Gish.
Thanks, everyone.
And he's gone. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much to Gersh for joining us. When we were talking about this, we had kind of said maybe have a half-hour chat with Gersh.
Yeah.
I shouldn't put times on things, really.
Never.
It's
Has that gone up to your has that become your favorite interview of all time now?
There's so many.
But this is live on YouTube. That's a new thing for.
It's good. We should do a few more of these, and we genuinely should get Martin ready on the show. I'd love to catch up with Martin. She's got a lot of experiences to share. I can maybe explain to him why I broke the news of his sacking like a minute after he was told, but that's a whole thing for another day.
And I could tell him why, like I mentioned, like I was told I was allowed to mention the starting lineup against LA Galaxy.
Yeah, I know, because he was mad at you.
I think there was a lot of things he wouldn't share on the show.
Yeah, there might be. No, but we should catch up with him. But I mean, it was great to catch up with Gersh. Hope everybody watching this on YouTube enjoyed it. We're going to be featuring it in the next podcast as well, episode 435. When I put this up on YouTube, I'd titled the Zoom call, AFTN Talks to Gershon Koffie. I didn't know that was going to be the title on YouTube, so everyone clicked in and it was kind of spoiled for them. So sorry for those that had it spoiled. I'll rename it once it goes up for you to watch on demand. But we're going to have it on episode 435 of the podcast as well. That's coming out at some point on Saturday. I've got an East Fife one to record Saturday morning after our first game back. East Fife are going to be playing 4 games over 8 days, 2 weeks solid to try and get these fixtures. So every 2 days for 16 days, East Fife's got a game.
How many
East Fife is back.
Yes, hashtag.
How many tests do those players have to get?
Oh yeah, they've got to get one before every game. Oh, at least it's not the anal swab that they're doing in China. So at least there's that at least.
I was told by a buddy who just got one. He's like, if you don't eat for an hour before now, they'll do the spray or the gargle or the whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, he told me, dude, if you're gonna go for a test, make sure you do not eat.
Oh, that's much better.
Drink anything an hour before you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, on episode 435, we're going to have this Gersh interview, but we've got a lot more. So don't think you don't have to listen because you've watched this. I'm chatting with Russell Tybert. We're going to hear from Gavin Wilkinson, who was mentioned in the interview there. If I'd known he nearly took Gersh, I could have spoken to him about that. But just to talk about Portland's growth in the last 10 years. They came into MLS the same time. And we'll have a little bit of chat about the Canadian under-23s as well. But this stream isn't ending just yet. We've got a few more things to do. We've got our big reveal as to who has won the best Whitecaps MLS jersey from the last 10 years. But we're going to do some present opening. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Zach doesn't have the presents beside him.
It's right there. I'm going to grab it.
Okay. Now, as usual, my presents haven't arrived yet, which is even worse because it's March. But for anyone that hasn't listened to the show, the recap is I ordered 3 presents, one for each of us because I treated myself to a present for Christmas for the guys, only to find out that the website I ordered it from China, was a complete scam.
Yeah.
But I did get a refund because I paid by PayPal. I learned my lesson from a previous incident 2 years ago where I didn't pay by PayPal. So that present has been reordered, but it's quite heavy. So it's in Scotland. It will be coming when I go back to Scotland. So that's your present for next year. So I've ordered new presents for you that is on its way, but has not arrived yet. Because the mail from the UK is absolutely shocking. But Zach and Steve do have their presents.
Now, which one should be open
just to point
first?
out to folk, this isn't the only thing in the stream. We've got some other stuff coming up as well. But
Wait,
So you and Zach should open my present at the same time.
Okay.
Zach, you're gonna have to start opening it because I didn't wrap his. It's in a bag.
it's in a bag.
Oh,
Wait, do you want us to go first, Steve?
Yeah, you guys go first.
Okay. So the reason we're doing this on this show is Steve has said to us it's got something to do with 2011 and the anniversary. So that's what we're doing it.
Get on
So
your
go.
mark. Get set. Go. Oh, nice.
I'm doing mine slowly. Oh.
And it's gonna be the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Nice. Landy cakes.
Yeah, but 2011 Upper Deck box set. Well, no, it's not a whole box.
Michael,
set, but
maybe
there's packs. There's packs in. There's packs in there too, so we can open if you want to open them all at once, or we can open up one at a time and see.
What if I want to keep it in the box?
You can if you
For
wish.
resale value.
Yeah.
Because what I've got the Whitecaps Upper Deck ones.
Yeah,
and
I bought it too as a separate set back then.
I've got one of them. Yeah, I bought it, but as well, I've got one of them autographed only, which was Michael Nanshoff's one.
Oh.
Of all the players to have got it autographed, it was Michael Nanshoff. I'm going to open this just now.
Wait, are we opening these now?
I am.
You can open one
36
pack.
packs, man.
You could open one pack right now if you want. We could open a pack a week.
Remember what do we do for pack? Do we do World Cup Panini packs once or?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Whitecaps,
did the
Whitecaps.
we did the Whitecap sticker
Whitecaps
album.
live,
That is
yeah.
still the worst sticker album in the history of sticker albums.
And it's my kid's favorite episode, just because they heard how upset you were about the stickers.
I'm triggered. I'm going to start off again. That is not a sticker. That is not proper stickers.
Steve, is this so? There's the duplication rate in these should be lower.
I have no
Yes.
idea. I'm
No,
assuming so. Yes.
I believe they are. So yeah, we're going to open a pack each.
Okay, wait, how do I open this box without ruining it? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see if any of the guys that we get are still in MLS.
Is it bad that when I see this face, I still get a little anger?
I've forgiven him now because of everything that happened. Oh my god.
What did you get?
Gershon Koffie?
No, but don't ask this guy if he would ever play for Vancouver. It's Brad Evans of Seattle
Brad.
Sounders. That's the first guy that I saw.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm not looking at the picture. I have
Ooh.
Danny Moanga. He was an early draft pick, right?
Yeah.
I have Deadbolt's Wong Agudelo. I
Oh
have
my
also,
god. This is
like
an amazing first pack.
This is a Philly Union / Deadbolt pack. I got Jack McInerney from
Is
Union.
he still in the MLS? Jack? No, he's not.
No, Jack Burton are in the R.
Buna Kondul from Deadbolt. Canadian. And he's a goat. Ante Yazic.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, and
He's definitely not playing.
This pack was 6 cards, 3 teams, 2 each. Michael, I think you've talked to this guy before. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I liked him more off the field than maybe on the field. He's wearing his old team's jersey, but if this is a Chivas card, Jimmy Conrad.
Oh.
Have you talked to him before?
No, we should get him on the show, actually. See, it does say on it 6 cards per pack.
Yeah.
I have 4 in mine.
You have doubles?
No, I have only 4 cards, but that's because one of them is a special card.
Oh, it's the jersey card?
Maybe. So let's show you who I've got.
Because there's supposed to be one in each box.
Oh, really?
Brad Evans.
I've got it in my first pack then. Okay, right. Brad Evans from Seattle. Leo Gonzalez from Seattle.
The doubles.
They must have known. They must have known my allegiance. A guy not with a Cascadian rival at this point, but Donovan Ricketts from LA Galaxy.
Nice.
You've got Ricketts. You've got Ricketts. And my jersey card. Now, you talked about Canadian legends. It's a Dwayne De Rosario
Oh, wow.
jersey card.
Surely you could sell it to someone in Toronto for some money.
I'll get him to sign it and then I'll sell it.
There you
Because
go.
then that's obviously be an increase. Thanks so much, Steve. This is
This is
awesome.
awesome, Steve. Oh, seriously, Michael, are we going to do a pack a week? I think we should do this.
Why not?
Or you could make it really last and you could do a pack after every Whitecaps win.
Look,
How many seasons would it last?
I don't know that I'm going to be here for the next 12 years. How many packs are in this?
Okay, for
36.
Superb. I love this. Thank
This is
you.
awesome. For the other gift, Steve, you got to go first. Now, unlike Steve's gifts,
Oh.
your gifts are not identical in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, see, yeah, the ones I've got for you are identical. And although my gifts that I've got for you that are coming,
So
I went over budget, but it's going to look like I didn't because like these look good, and it's like mine's are going to be look like they're cheap, but they weren't. But anyway.
Like I have a feeling I knew what he was going to get me, something related to because of the wrapping paper.
yeah, but don't open it yet. Wait. So
Oh, don't open it yet.
don't open it yet. Just wait. So I got something for each of you, and I hate. I don't know what our limits are. I don't like limits. So
It was $20.
Yeah, I went over too. Don't worry about it.
So I got you guys something, and I was like, this is not good. This is not good enough, especially because Steve, there's two things in your bag, Steve. One is something I want you to have that you have told me before you're not super excited about, but I want you to have it anyways.
Is it a vasectomy?
And then
Is it that doctor
there's,
guy? That
there's
keeps
something else in there,
advertising?
Steve, that hopefully will at least be meaningful for you.
Oh, okay.
So
Let me
open the gift, leave the card, open the gift.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone that's still watching the stream is enthralled with this.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was something like this, but I enjoyed it. I haven't played in a long time, but I am gonna.
I know
play
you just told me you didn't like that one because it has the shards in it.
Oh, I just mentioned that I probably was being over.
I can't see it. 'Cause
critical.
It's
Sorry.
it's merging into the background.
It's a Marvel legendary pack.
Guardians
of the Galaxy.
Oh, which I have not got around to
Right there.
watching yet.
Yeah,
Right there.
You still can't see it.
It's coming and going. So can I do mine now?
Yeah,
No,
go
he's
for
got
it.
to do his envelope. Wait, you got to.
Oh, envelope. Okay.
Oh, okay. Whilst he's doing that, then I'll read some chats.
Okay, this will be fun to go because I was actually planning on going shopping there soon. It's a gift card for Toy Traders.
Sweet. I didn't buy the game at Toy Traders, but I was at Toy Traders and I was like, I need to make Steve's gift better.
I enjoy going there because it's a fun place to go.
Michael, don't open anything in yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's four.
I'm
There's
taking
four
that
things
out.
in yours. Yeah, that's okay. There's 4 things in yours, Michael.
Okay.
But your stuff probably still doesn't add up to Steve's stuff, but that's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
But do the 2 smaller things first and leave the envelope last. So 2
okay.
smaller things first.
Are they wrapped?
Yeah, they're wrapped.
Oh, okay. How much stuff? In
Actually,
this
wait.
This is like an Amazon package.
I'm wrong, Michael. Do the big thing first.
Oh,
do the big thing first.
Okay. That feels like a Toblerone. Is this the big thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't looked in the bag. I just grabbed something that felt... I just stuck my hand in and grabbed something long and big. It is a Toblerone. Is this a bad time to tell you I'm allergic to almond?
Are you really?
No, I just don't like it.
Wait, you don't have to eat it.
I don't actually mind it in a Toblerone, I've got to say.
Will your wife eat it?
Oh, yeah, she'll eat it now. She's not listening, it's fine.
There you go. So enjoy that. That's from Christmas, so hopefully it's still okay.
Yeah.
And then,
I don't think Har is watching. I haven't given her Christmas yet. It's already expired. I might just eat it.
okay, now Michael, I need you to grab the smaller of these 2. The smaller of the 2 that are left.
There's a round...
I think that one.
And then
Yeah.
there's this.
Yeah, the shorter one.
Boy, they're both phallic shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll grab the... So
The
you want
shorter one.
you want the Steve-sized one first? Okay. Not the Terry Dunfield-sized one. Oh, ho, ho.
Digestive.
Is that the real deal?
That is the real McCoy. That is not actually the stuff that I've been buying because I get mine from London Drugs. This is the real McCoy because it's got the price on it.
Is that the one from that store in Langley? I think there's a store in Langley or something like that.
I'll never tell.
I hope this isn't black pudding then because I might have gone off.
No, go open that.
I'm happy because this feels more
This I have
biscuits.
no idea. You might just throw in the trash.
Oh, I know what this is right away. This is ginger nuts.
I got it just for you because of the name.
And funnily enough, I'll just show people at home. No, oh, I didn't mean to show you my bell end there live on YouTube.
Do you eat those?
I love ginger nuts.
Okay. Kirk has had a good laugh at that name.
Yes.
As a middle school boy, he laughs hard. Okay, there's one more.
As a 52-year-old man, I still laugh when I see ginger nuts.
There you go. There's one more thing in your bag that you can open.
Which I'm assuming is this.
No, that's it.
This is the only reference we will have on our show to Prince Harry. So, I think I can probably guess what this is then.
You should be able to guess, yes.
Awesome. It's a Black Pudding Imports gift certificate. And I just want to plug Black Pudding Imports. They are absolutely fantastic. They're in Langley. I go there all the time. You can order online and pick up. They're not sponsoring us. Otherwise, Zach wouldn't have had to pay for this gift certificate. But they are excellent. Their black pudding is to die for, which a lot of animals did in the making of the black pudding. But it's some of the tastiest black pudding that you can find. They've got a great range of food, and they've got all their UK Easter products in just now, which if you want to have a Scottish Easter, wait a week and they'll all be half price. So thank you so much, and thank you, Steve. I love those presents.
Yeah, for once I got something soccer related.
Yes, yours is kind of soccer related.
Oh, good.
Kind of. That's all that matters.
Now I feel I have to get something else for you because I don't feel it matches up. Now, let's get back to the football chat, though.
Wait.
Because
Can I ask Steve one question?
Sure.
Where did you find these?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Oh, okay.
Trade secret.
Yeah, no.
Ryan McLeod says in the YouTube chat, this is the best episode yet because you get to see live biscuits. Oh, I am so excited. I've got Iron Brew in the fridge. I feel I should just go and grab that.
I almost got you some of that, but I didn't.
It's expensive from there. I got it in a good deal in London Drugs recently.
I've always liked Lucozade more than Iron Brew.
Yeah, you get that in T&T supermarket. It's very big in Hong Kong, so they import it in.
I've had Iron Brew I think once in my life.
Oh,
I was hanging out with a mutual friend of ours at I think a Scottish Cup final viewing.
Well, this is the new recipe Iron Brew that I got in London Drugs that only has 13 grams of sugar a can. So way better than your normal can of pop. The normal Iron Brew is 55 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
Hence us having no teeth in Scotland. Couple of quick messages from the chat. Thad Castle says he's a big fan of all our VMSL games that we film, and he hopes to see those starting up again soon. So do I. Sadly, the VMSL season has been cancelled, as has the Vancouver Island season. They will not be returning now until September. We're keeping fingers crossed that the PCSL season, the Pacific Coastal Soccer League season, might get underway. It's meant to start in May. I'm not sure it will. If it does, though, we've got a big announcement coming about that. You might be able to guess what it is. And the last thing from the chat, Chris Harrop wants to know if there's any Nicola Brocca cards in that thing, and there's bound to be.
Yeah, it should be.
Now, we've not got too much to go, and then we're going to record some more stuff for the podcast offline. This was meant to be a 1 hour live stream. It's gone on a bit. What can I say? But this is our special video celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Whitecaps' first match in MLS, March 19th, 2011. It's a day etched in all our memories. So to celebrate it, I've got my Whitecaps hat on, not from 2011. I am wearing the Whitecaps jersey from that first season. The only MLS jersey that I've actually shelled out money for. Now, if Nathan or anyone from the Whitecaps is watching, every year the Whitecaps give certain media, a free jersey. I have not had one in 10 years of covering the team. Daily Hive, they get one every year. Just leave that there.
But haven't you got some from the media matches?
I got one from the media match, which was this that I already had.
The blue one. Yeah.
In an extra large size that I'm shipping off to Lee in Scotland for his jersey wall. So I've got that. Steve, as you can see, is wearing the home jersey. Look at those abs. Oh, fit. But I've got a few other things.
Zach's wearing his
Gershon Koffie apparel.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I've got a few other things that I've got here, though, since it's celebratory. My rain poncho.
Yeah.
Let's just chuck that. Feel like I'm back at Empire. I have to get Caitlin to pick that up later.
I think you just hit someone a couple rows in front of you in the head.
Oh, no. I've got my ticket from the
Nice.
game
And the drum.
and the drum.
What song is that, Mike?
That's a special song composed, so we don't have any copyright strikes on the thing.
What was the group? Was it Drum Circle? Drum
Oh, yeah.
line? Drum Machine? What was that group?
Yes. It was
I think
Drum
it's
Circle.
I think it's Drum Circle.
Yeah.
And do you know what this is?
Oh yeah, the season ticket package.
Yeah, which every year the Whitecaps, as you all know, send out beautiful season ticket packages. Oh, I just remembered something else I haven't got beside me. I've got it on the chair here. Hold on, 2 ticks.
I couldn't. I was looking for it. I found those booklets they had.
Yeah, he's got it in his box there.
I have it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
have
show you
a,
my box.
I have an unused one, like 2 unused ones because they screwed up on the tickets. I have that somewhere as well.
that came in the box.
Yep, that's my inaugural season scarf, and
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah. Did you buy that at the stadium?
no, it was a media gift.
Oh. So you don't get jerseys, but you do still get gifts.
Yeah, that was my first game accredited as media with the Whitecaps.
Oh, I thought it was
in the USL days.
I didn't notice that. I thought it was the half scarves that they had, the Southsiders.
Yeah,
I got that. I got that.
I think I might have that as well. I couldn't
I-
find it.
I gave that scarf to Maluda Cool because he asked for it. And I thought it was easy to get another one. Little did I know it was not easy to get another one.
Well,
There's
now I
my
got-
booklet.
And did you use those tickets or?
Oh no, I sold them.
No, I know, but the tickets are like gone, right? It's actually like cut them out.
I've got some tickets that I maybe didn't sell.
I have 2 unused ones because my tickets were screwed up, so they actually reissued me the regular tickets for my actual seats.
Oh, and I've got all the programs from the season, but the only one we're going to show you, Dawn of a New Era.
Oh, that's a good program. The programs are great. They were award-winning programs.
I loved them, and I really wish we did. Can you recognize the 3 players that's on the front?
Yeah, it's
John, Jay, and
Terry.
Gary.
Or as Michael would say, Sick Note, Captain America, and Shower
Shower Boy, yeah.
Michael, just so you know, Ryan in the chat says my coworkers get jerseys every year. LOL.
Yes, because Ryan is involved with media, and yeah. Well, if there's any kicking about, or you find any Arbutus Browns kicking about in a drawer, let us know. Which brings us nicely onto the jerseys. If you've been following AFTN's Twitter all week, you will have seen that we were running our jersey poll to pick the best jersey from the Whitecaps MLS era. There was 12 jerseys brought out, including the Arbutus Brown 3rd kit. And it went down to a battle tonight between the 2019 Hoop Village kit and 2016's away Sea to Sky, which is my particular all-time favourite Whitecaps kit. I love that kit. That's another one. If anyone wants to give a free Sea to Sky kit away, or if you've got it kicking about anywhere at your work or anything, large size would be maybe a bit too big. A medium would be good as well. Medium's probably my size at the moment. All this healthy eating. Amazing considering how many biscuits that I eat. But the winner, and it was not as close as I thought. It was 60% to 40%, 250 votes. The 2019 Hoop Kit was voted by AFTN's Twitter sphere followers as the best MLS kit, Whitecaps-wise, of all time. Do you lads agree?
I would say so. I like the Hoop kit. Zach, you're saying no?
No, I don't really.
Of the MLS era?
Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't be like if I was going to choose a kit to wear or buy or whatever, it would not be the top of my list.
Oh.
But part of it, to be honest, part of it is down to the quality of those kits. And also
the price of the kits, I have to say, puts me off because I know what I can get a kit for back in Scotland.
Yeah, I mean that is part of the conversation, but I think it's also then I know part of it's TV, part of it's in person. The red numbers over it didn't always look.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh
with you
no,
on the
that was
back.
horrible. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
But
not
I
like
do
that
like
at
I do
all.
like I do like a hoop. I love Stuttgart. Like Stuttgart's great. I don't love Boca Juniors, but their kit is iconic with the hoop. Yeah, so I like the idea. I like the idea of it, and I think it's totally very Vancouver. But when I look at the MLS kits and I'm analyzing like holistically, it wouldn't be my number one choice.
Well, talking of kits, we're going to round the show off with some magical kit chat involving some graphics that may or may not work because we've never tried this before. So why not try it on a live show? Over to you, Steve.
Here we go. We got it up. Can you guys see it?
There we go. It looks good.
Okay, so we're gonna try to rank these. Hopefully, I'm gonna see in a second if everybody can see it at home. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'll check my phone.
I can check my feed too.
Just talk amongst yourselves at home because I've gone full screen here, so I can't see anything else.
Oh yeah, because Steve's controlling my screen. Oh no, there you go.
Has it popped up?
Hang on one second. I'm gonna jump ahead.
Well, let's just start. Hopefully, everybody can see it eventually.
Oh no, it isn't. It's on the screen. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I can just see Zach. Oh, and I can just see me now because I'm talking. So there we go. That's what it is. So,
yeah, it's there. It's there.
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's try to rank the. Let's kind of put them in tier lists. I have 5 tiers set up. I have chic, lovely, ite, meh, and trash. So let's start off with.
Did you say ite?
Ite. It's like middle of the row. Let's go with the 2011 home jersey. I mean, away jersey, the blue one. Where would you guys put it?
It's like lovely or chic.
And then you guys all have at least one overrule where we could drop one down.
Okay, I say lovely because I think it's a very underappreciated kit.
It's at least lovely for me. It might even be the.
Well, I think we should only have one jersey in chic. We should all have to agree on one.
Okay, I'd say lovely.
Lovely
because it's simple.
Okay. Well, it's simple, but it has the diamond embroidered sort of stuff, right?
Yeah, I think clean is what the cool kids say these days.
Well, it's clean, but there's still detail to it. It also is one of the things that influenced one of the 2 first Curva Collective flags, right? The diamonds. Anyways, I think it was the first kit I ever got in the MLS era too.
Okay, so let's try the 2011 home jersey. Where would you put that? For me, that's meh.
Yeah, because
it's trash.
it's one of those two. Because there's like it's supposed to be it should be iconic because it's the first in the MLS, but because of how jerseys work in our day and age, and they change every 2 years, it doesn't have that long-lasting feeling.
Yeah. So do you want to put it?
I'm okay with either meh or trash. I can live with it either way. I think I'd be okay with it in trash because they tried to say, "Oh, there's a hoop on the front. There's hoops."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like it because it looked like too fake. Like it was almost like trying to, it's almost like one of those superhero costumes where they fake the muscles, kind of thing. So it kind of gives me that kind of look. So I wasn't a big fan of it at all.
I was at the reveal. They did a thing. They revealed it to some fans. I think it was done the day we were going down to watch Seattle in an MLS game. The Caps took certain fans down to Seattle, and then they did a reveal to the fans that were going down of what the strip was. And
Martin Nash and Carl Lang?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I remember just sitting there and they revealed it.
Oh, I think it was.
I was like, I hate this, and then I had to think of something nice to say to them when they said, "What do you think of it?" Like,
I think it was Jason DeVos, wasn't it?
No, it was Martin Nash and Carl Lang were the.
Oh, okay. I saw Jason DeVos in that kit. Okay, so they got the next one, which is the Arbutus Brown.
For me, this is the chic one, in my opinion.
I agree. I was going to say lovely or chic, but I would have settled for lovely. But if we can get that into chic,
we could. If something overpasses that, then we could put that.
Those two kits that you have there at the top right now, those I think are the best in the Whitecaps MLS era, in my opinion.
So then you got the next one, which is what year was this? 2013.
This was 2013, and for me, that's equally trash.
Home. I would put it above trash though.
I would put it on all right. All right. See, for me, the other thing about these kits is there's some memories that go with them, right? So we just finished speaking with Gershon Koffie. This is the first game this was worn in the competitive match was opening day 2013 against Toronto FC. He scores the only goal of the game. And this is the day we didn't use the Humba, but this is the day we instituted that post-match celebration with the player.
Oh.
Like it actually like official, like Gershon helped it start the year before, but this was the year like it became like an official thing we're going to do every game we win. And so that jersey he scored in is like, I think, yeah, it's hanging on my wall. It's hanging in my closet upstairs.
So
wow.
for me, this is meh. So I
Okay.
think we should just split the difference and put it in there because
I
Yeah,
say
that's
all right,
fair.
and you say meh, and Michael says trash. Then I guess
Yeah.
meh.
Yeah. See, the reason I would have said I would have put that down with trash is the only thing I think the 2011 one has got going for it is it's a bit iconic, as you say, because it was the first kit. But
again,
they're both horrible kits.
But the iconic thing, Zach is right. They only lasted 2 years.
Yeah.
So how iconic is it really? Next kit we have here is the blue one. I think it was from again 2014.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And again, this is for me meh, I think it's meh personally.
I'd actually say meh as well. I was going to say
because it wasn't very
all
much of a
right, but
change.
yeah, there's not much difference, so that makes it a bit like...
Personally,
meh.
I'd put it higher. I put this one at I. But that's just me.
Okay, we can put it over there.
Okay, I won't disagree with that.
Okay, next one we got the home jersey. I think from 2016.
Yes, I would put that in the middle as well. If someone wanted to convince me it was lovely, I wouldn't put up too big an
I want to
argument.
convince you the other way and say it's meh.
Oh,
I would say I too. I'll
put it I.
put it in. Okay, then we got the Sea to Sky.
like, see, I've already said this is my favourite, so I say chic, but
But is it better than the Arias Brown?
Not to me.
to me it is. It's my all-time favourite. I've got that first, Arbutus Brown second, Unity kit that we're coming to third as my three favourite kits.
I will say when this came out, like I really hated it. Like I really did not like it.
Really?
Yeah. The thing I don't like about it still is the arm and the back differential to the front.
All right.
I hated the line kind of part to the gradient, but from a distance, it actually if I ignore the arms from a distance, it looks all right to me.
So I say we put it in lovely because of there's a consensus.
I'll grudgingly accept.
I'll put it ahead of this blue one though.
Oh, not for me, but okay.
For me, this is
there lower than trash?
No.
Okay.
For me, this is my worst hated jersey just because it looked like a pajamas.
Yeah.
I just hated these rain jerseys. So for me, it's trash.
Man, I feel like some pizza.
Put it in trash. Here's the thing. The one thing I kind of wanted to give the Whitecaps credit for on this was that at least it was something sort of unique. Like you didn't see anyone else in the league having it. But then I had friends like send me messages from like either stores or Adidas catalogs or the Adidas original store or a warehouse outlet or whatever. And it was actually just a design that Adidas had been doing or was going to be doing.
Well, France had it similar in 2019. We had a big debate, because I know you're not on Twitter at the moment for Lent, Zach. So we had a big debate about this kit this week. So like Mikhail Stojer, I probably murdered his name there, from the Whitecaps. He's the guy that designs all the kits. They've already got next year's kit designed, incidentally. So that was a...
You say that like it's an achievement. It's like that's the timeline for it to get done.
I was just surprised that it's already so
No,
far ahead.
they
They're
have to work
planning
a year, at least a year
2023s
ahead.
already. But anyway, Mikhail, is that his name?
Mikkel.
He said they love that kit, and it's featured in top 10 lists as the best kits of the year for the year it came out in 2017.
Ask him next time that comes out. He said that it's been that. Ask him how the sales were.
That's a good point. Yeah, for me, trash. If there was lower, I'd go in that.
Yeah, I'm the same.
That's my least favorite of all the kits. I'm not saying something because I hate the 2011 kit.
It probably doesn't help that there was a certain individual who wore that kit. That was his first year at the club wearing that kit. But a gentleman, I believe, from South America.
Oh, Octavio? Oh, is he going to be coming back to Vancouver soon? No.
You never know. I mean, as an opponent, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different player. Okay, let's move on quickly. Let's get this ended.
Unity jersey.
Unity jersey.
I like chic.
Oh, I was gonna say all right.
See, I would say lovely.
Okay, so put it lovely.
which
Yeah.
was lovely. I
That's,
like
that's
this.
my third favorite.
I like
Black-
it because it's so ironic. It's
Yeah.
all right to me because it's so ironic.
For me, black is because
It's
being
not
an
black,
over.
it's charcoal.
It's slate grey, I thought.
Yeah,
Well,
there
whatever
you
the color is, it's slimming, and I like that. That's my
Ah.
favorite part of this jersey.
And as folk know, I love a black kit.
Next one we got here is the 2019 hoop.
Yeah, our all-time winner in our poll. I'd say lovely.
I would say I8, but yeah, it can't be higher than lovely in my opinion.
Okay, I'll put it at lovely then. I don't know where in this group, but I would put
No,
it
no.
somewhere
Oh, yeah.
around-
Okay, wherever you
brought
want.
it here.
Not
I
ahead
would
of
put
Michael.
I'd put Unity second.
Yeah, I know, but it's other people too.
Ah.
We are all three of us consensus. Okay, so
No, it's what I want.
the wave jersey, from last year.
See, I think it's lovely as well.
I'd say
Yeah,
I8.
Yeah, I just because
It's because
There's-
every team had the exact same thing.
I know it's the three stripes over the shoulder. I just that was my biggest pet peeve. I like the actual jersey part of it, but the three stripes bothered me big time.
I like to think of it as the Grim Reaper putting his COVID fingers over my shoulder.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not unique. It's not like I like the colors, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's hard when you see every team wearing the exact same thing.
Yeah, but Lee wants that. So if anyone wants to get rid of that, let us know.
What size is Lee again? Large or extra large?
He's a chubby chappy, so extra large.
Double XL. Okay.
Last one we got here, obviously this year's kit, the hoop again. For me, this is going to be in I8 because of the fact that it's almost a copy, and I'm not a big fan of the fact that they didn't. The hoop is it's kind of looks weird because of that. All they did was really take off those black highlights around the light blue.
Now, I've gone back and forth as to whether I like the 2019 or 2021 kit best. I still think it's lovely, but I guess Zach's got the casting vote.
Because to me, it's like a remake of the Arbutus. Like that's all it is.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It's kind of
It doesn't go all the way around, right? It doesn't go all the way around, right?
No, which I like.
Yeah.
I also like the little additions that they've done to it, but I much prefer the collar for the 2019.
That's
Not
what
a
I
huge
like.
fan of like rounded collars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, again, something that works against it for me
You can put it a little-
is the fact that they're trying to call it a hoop when it's not a hoop.
Yeah, it's a faux hoop.
Sure, let's go.
But
with it.
I
It's a
actually
bar.
liked them taking the black off. I think it makes it pop more.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah, I'd like them to take the
But
bell
I-
off.
but
That would
I-
make it pop even
yeah.
more.
That would be ideal. I was thinking about actually blacking out all the bells, but I go, no, they can't do that. But
They've paid good money, Steve.
for me, the collar was the big thing. I really
Is
like
that
the
the only
collar.
good color there was on that one?
I think so. I don't
Well-
recall them doing a collar otherwise.
What I would say though,
The blue.
This one was a little bit of a color, but
it had a
really
different
not.
color.
It had a like
but
button
it's got a
coming down
lovely
the-
button
Yeah.
front as well, which I also like in a kit. Now, if you look at this, 6 of those kits, so half of their kits are lovely or chic.
Yeah.
And a lot of those are their more recent ones as well. So I think that shows that overall, and this was another debate I was having with Mikko as well and a few other guys on Twitter. I think the Whitecaps kits in their 10 years in MLS has been fantastic. Sporting Kansas City for me is always the
better.
team
They're better.
to live up to.
Yeah.
But a lot of that for me is because I love the colour scheme. But I think we've got a strong kit range.
Yeah, I like the kits. It's like when they keep it simple, that's when they're at their best. When they kind of try to make something, like I know Zach was saying, oh, they tried something different. Sometimes when you try something different, it doesn't really work out.
I'm a little disappointed that they have, and I know it's partly maybe because of Kansas City. I'm a little disappointed they haven't done a full whatever you call it, secondary, tertiary color, like baby
Yeah.
blue one.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I know they have keepers that have had that color.
I think whenever Kansas City does their like something other than baby blue, I think then the Whitecaps might have a chance. But then you got like New York City FC that does that same similar color.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
right,
true. I asked
That's
for
why the Arbutus and the slate gray or whatever, those ones stand out because they're not one of the two kind of primary colors.
Well, I asked for a tartan kit, but
Oh.
apparently tartan is likely not to ever be in their kind of range.
Not enough Scottish people to sell to.
No, get Martin Rennie back, get Barry Robson in, Kenny Miller as assistant, Tartan kit, sponsored by McVitie's or Iron Brew bars, Tunnocks, take that as well.
Steve, thanks for doing that. That was fun.
No worries.
I love that. We should do that a few more. Now, for anyone watching this, if anyone is still watching, I dread to look to see how many folk are still watching.
Yeah,
We still have some folk still watching. We're going to be doing a live show for the season opener on April 18th. It's a Sunday. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. So we're going to have a few folk along. We're going to do a watch along to the game and then a quick post-game show. Tune in for that. We've nearly finished this live one. Then we're going to record a little bit for the podcast. But before I go, I've plugged it. I'm bringing this article out on Saturday. Where are they now? Now, the starting 11 for that first game against TFC. I won't go through who it were, so you're going to have to draw on your memory. If I was to say to you, do you know which one of those players went off to be a Christian missionary for a few years? And of course, Zach knows who it is.
I want to say Jonathan Leathers.
Yeah, I was stunned by that. I did not know that.
They're right behind me, by the way. The starting 11.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the tidbits you will learn in our Where Are They Now article, assuming I get it finished.
It's
been a busy day.
He went on to do a lot of like business school stuff or whatever. Like when he left MLS, I think he was working in business stuff too.
He's a head coach now, because the famous thing was, where is Johnny Leathers? He's a head coach for a Christian high school, which was the Christian high school that he went to.
Oh, good
Now,
for him.
which of the starting 11 became a professional magician?
Wait, is that a joke? That's got to be a joke. That's a
I was going to say, I haven't found that in my research. Is it a joke?
That's gotta
Yeah,
be,
it's Jay Nolly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Ah,
Magic hat, right?
yes.
Okay.
I think that's a great way to end it. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'm Michael McCall.
I'm Steve Hander.
And I'm Zachary Adam Eisenhammer.
Give us a follow on @AFTN Canada, @Whitecaps Beat, @ZacharyAM on Twitter. We're just going to abruptly end this. So as you guys know, as soon as I hit end, that's it all done. Then it takes me 5 minutes to work out where on YouTube it is that I actually cancelled the live stream, but we'll get to that. We're going to jump on and record a bit more. So if you guys want to, say, jump on the Zoom chat, let's say 5 minutes. Let us all go for a pee break and a drink. Thanks everyone who's watched this. It was way longer than it was meant to be. Technical difficulties at the start. Thank you so much to Gersh for taking part as well. I think we'll maybe do a few more of these this year.
Cool.